Colleen, Alex Ferguson, and the senior Kerry football team have in common? Yes, you guessed it. We have all reached the end of an era. Our era began in 2007, just as the Celtic Tiger was on his last legs. We arrived at the academy with our shirts buttoned up to the collar, and our ties tied so tight we were nearly choking. Some of us found the lockers a big challenge, while those of us from mixed primary schools missed the presence of the Colleen. However, I do extend my gratitude to the Patrician brothers and the Mercy sisters for building their respective schools in such close proximity. And many a romance has blossomed and terminated outside the academy gates. The junior years were pretty uneventful, as we grew accustomed to our vast array of subjects. Of course, we had a few hardy by wannabes, as Miss Butler would say, but it wasn't long before we settled in to the daily routine and pulled together as a group. Notable highlights included our visit to Mill Street Country Park, our trip to the Aquadome, and of course, who could forget Coach's penalty. Next, after successfully tackling the junior cert, we entered TY. Transition year, what a year. From bonding trips to guest speakers, from work experience to the Gashka Challenge, from the school tour to the end of year KD, we left no stone unturned. For the majority of students, Academy's Got Talent was the highlight of the year. Sure, no wonder, it was a fabulous production. From students coming in at 8 in the morning to make puppets for Mrs. Glynn, to students dressing up as women, to one student's overactive use of the smoke machine, everyone played a part. However, the MCs, Aaron and Harco, stole the show with their rendition of the Blues Brothers classic, Everybody, and even signed autographs after the show. Nice touch, lads. After the fun of TY, the picture was somewhat of a reality check. As we knuckled down to work, we began to plan for our futures. Yet, the year was made all the more bearable thanks to the presence of a certain German exchange student called Andreas. Before long, he gained the nickname Andy, and it stuck, a sure sign that we regarded him as one of our own. Sixth year has also been tough going. No surprises there. However, it hasn't been all study and no play. We have had our distractions. For example, our Squires Ball has been ably organised by Colin Toomey and Owen Sheehan. Once the date was set, the topic of the conversation was, who are you taking to the Squires? And more importantly, did she ask you back? In regard to extracurricular activities, I'm proud to look around the hall this afternoon, knowing that I've shared a classroom with some of the finest footballers, hurlers, handballers, rugby players, soccer players, golfers, basketballers, swimmers, artists, musicians, and anglers around. We even have the undisputed king of FIFA in our midst, our very own two-time champion, Gavin O'Regan. Many lads have gained nicknames down through the years as well, such as Lazarus, Chewy, Jonesy, Barack, Truly Irish, the Mexican, the Spud, the Cliff, Puffin, Boffin, Gangster, Chopper, Macca, Putz, Lama, Chesley, Gonzo, Planter, the Messiah, and the one and only DJ Beats. And of course, many of these characters were involved in the clean sweep for 6 years in the charity soccer tournament just last week. So congrats to Prestige Worldwide, Jobs Army, and Team Bring It 69. A lot of change has occurred in the last 6 years. We have bade farewell to characters such as the philosophical Mr. Cusson, to the GAA encyclopedia, which was Patty Han, to the inspirational John, a man who was best friends of Gary Glucose, and whose unique ability of remembering car number plates came in handy on Speaking of change, who would have envisaged this time 6 years ago that we would have a state-of-the-art sports hall at our disposal? And what's more, I never thought I would meet an Olympic champion. That is, until David Alicia arrived. I was really impressed by his drive and determination, and his success is testament to the fact that with a strong work ethic, focus and commitment, anything is possible. To that end, I have 2 quotations to share with you. Firstly, late Steve Jobs of Apple stated in 2005, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice, and most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition." I have full confidence in every student here to make something of themselves and follow through on their potential. Yet, it is also vital to have a good bunch of friends, and this is highlighted by the following quote. "Lots of people who want to go with you in the limo. But what you want is someone who will take the bus with you when the limo breaks down." In conclusion, on behalf of the graduation class, I would like to sincerely thank our Principal, Mrs. Patrick, our Deputy Principal, Mr. Murphy, our Year Head, Ms. Hart, the Board of Management, the Parents Association, and all the staff for their constant encouragement, guidance and support down through the years. It is fair to say that we have gained an all-round education. Academic excellence combined with personal, social development. To our parents and guardians, I thank you for your patience and support in bringing us to this stage of our lives. Finally, to all you lads, my fellow Academy graduates of 2013, go out and blaze your own trails. The world is waiting for us, and it's time to conquer it. Good night, everyone, and I'm